domain and range from a graph. So today we're going to look at describing domain and range. And to describe the domain of a graph, we want to look at the x-axis and describe where does our data start and stop from left to right or right to left. We want to look along the axis and see where does our graph show data. And to describe a range, we want to describe the range of a graph. We want to look at the y-axis and describe where we have data looking up and down along the y-axis. So let's say we're given these 3 points. And if we're looking for the domain, we're looking along the x. I go through here. I don't have any data until I hit this point. There's a point here at -2. Then looking along the x, there's a point at 1. Looking along the x, I have another point here at 3. So to describe the domain, I have points at -2, 1, and 3. Well, what about describing the range? On the range, I'm looking at the up or down part. No data down here. When I get up to +1, there's a point. When I get up to 2, I have a point. When I get up to 4, there's a point. So looking for the up or down to describe the range part, there's data at 1, 2, and 4. And this is what we would call discrete data because there's not lines connecting them. We're only talking at these 3 specific points of data. Now, what if we had lines connecting them? If we have lines connecting them, we're talking about more of continuous data that's going to include all the fractions and decimals along these lines connecting the points together. That's called continuous data. And if we're asked to describe the domain, if I'm looking from left to right, I start having data at -2. I continue to include all these fractions and decimals along the lines there, all the way up till I get to +3. And I can write that using inequality symbols. So I start having data at -2. I continue having data to +3. So I can use -2 is less than or equal to x is less than or equal to 3 to describe I start getting data at -2 and I continue having data all the way to 3, including -2, including 3. What about describing the range? Well, the range, we're looking at the y-axis, so we're looking at the up or down. Down here at the bottom of the graph, no data until I hit +1. When I hit +1, I continue to have data until I get up here to what? 1, 2, 3, 4. And with these lines connecting, I have data with those fractions and decimals in between. My lowest point at 1, my highest point at 4. So I can use the inequality symbols to do 1 is less than or equal to y, less than or equal to 4, to show that I have ranges including 1 and 4 and all the fractions and decimals in between. What if my graph has arrows on it where it's going forever in both directions? Well, when I'm going to describe the domain, it starts at -infinity. This arrow that goes on forever, it's hard to figure out where it's starting because it continues. And this positive arrow going to +infinity means it's going to continue going there as well. So we have 3 words we can use to describe this. We use all real numbers. So if I'm at x of 1, there's data. If I'm at x of 100, there's the data. If I'm at x of -5, there's data. So all real numbers would describe when you have your arrow going forever in both directions to describe the domain. Well, what about the range? Well, in this case, when I'm looking at the y, there's no data down here with the negative numbers until I get to +1. +1 starts having data, and then it continues forever because these arrows are both pointing upward as well. So I can describe the range starting at 1. The y would be greater than or equal to 1. Starting at 1 and continuing with all numbers larger than 1 on the y, we have data represented on our graph. So, which statement describes the domain of the function? So we have 3 to pick from. So with domain, we're talking about the x values. We're talking from left to right. Is it all real numbers? Is it the points -5, -2, 1, and 5? Or is it from -5 to +5? Well, the points themselves would be the -5, -2, 1, and 5, but I also have data connecting those. So I'm going to use -5 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 5. How about the range? Which one of these three cases describe the range? Does it start at -2 and get larger? Is it just the points -2, -1, 4, and 5? Or is it between -2 and +5 with these lines connecting? The bottom one, best answer, from -2 to +5, including all those fractions and decimals between -2 and -5. And I hope that helps you guys describing domain and range from a graph. Have a great day. OUT spells out.